All right, everyone. Hello, welcome. Hang on. I think YouTube is having a bad time, so hopefully, you know, this actually works. I'm not sure if it will. It seems to just not having a good time at all. It's very strange. Well, like it partially seems to be working. I'm not really sure. Also, hello. So, the plan. I was looking. Thinking about what to bring into Labyrinth with me. I kind of set a kit up, but I'm not entirely sure if it'll work. I was thinking about the RPD, but I don't have enough of the AP rounds to make it worth it. So I'm not sure if that's the way I want to roll with that. I could make 4 of these. How much are these going for? They're going for okay. Paper, I don't remember if it's going for any of it. It's going also for a decent amount. However, the air filters, when I last saw them earlier today, they were going for like 100,000 a pop. So, not sure why that is. Which means these are not going to be cheap. Yeah, I didn't think so. We got some various ammo types. Is this any good for... No, it doesn't really work for level 5 or 6. Can I craft any, like, amazing ammo? I guess is my question. PP, no. Pab 9, also no. I took out the goons earlier because I was helping my dad with a raid in customs. The goons showed up. Naturally, you know, we dropped them, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, it hurt. We took them out, and I needed that one chest rig, and he just didn't have it. He had the other one equipped, and I was like, "Are you for real?" Would a PKM work? I mean, a PKM is going to be heavy as sin, though. Right, but like LPS rounds, I don't know. Do I have any? Like, this is fine. It'll technically work, and that's where I've got rolling. This will definitely. Oh, actually, surprisingly not. This won't work for sure. Would this work? Not really, but it's actually not terrible. I might actually get this running. I don't have a whole lot of 760 by 39. Never mind even the SA, the AP rounds, the May AP. I just don't have a whole lot of it in general, so. I will check another one of these in here, because believe it or not, I actually did find one in a raid. So, get that billing. We're up to crafting level 41 now, so, that's cool. There's nothing in here I want to start. I already have a mule. I'm not too worried about it. The popping a painkiller is not a bad idea, so I might actually get this made. I don't really know. When I say I don't really know, well, clearly we're doing it. So, I'll deal with the thing later. Let me just go ahead and deal with this. I'll take a max energy, because what does this do? Mag drills, endurance, those are decent. That's just hydration energy. Okay, that's not bad. The multi-tool, made sure I have the one on me, because I do not want to make the same mistake I want to reduce the chance of me blowing myself up again. So, I'll put that away. Now, you're going to ask, have you done any prep? The answer is no. I'm bringing a Propital and a Zagustin that I have lying around, basically to bear. So I've got the armor. This isn't even the best armor I've got access to, but it's going to do its best. Do I have... is there a level 6 plate? Because I'd be willing to get one. Got the level, the wrists, the thing. I don't know why, but something possessed me to pick an M60, and it's full of M80 A1s. We got all the keys I need. This is not the right key. I mean, to be fair, like, it is the right key, but it's not the one I need. I'm looking for it. I want... Where is it? Hello. Somewhere is the key I'm actually looking for. I want that one. Okay. I have a key. I have the key card. Have all the stuff on my person. I'm gonna quickly look on the wiki to see if it is allowed. And by that I mean, like, if there is an actual thing, a level 6 plate I can chuck in there. That's a level 5. There is a level 6 plate that does exist. It is ceramic and it weighs 4 kilos versus the steel ones that weigh 3.4. You know what? Maybe it's not the end of the world, because realistically, it's not going to do that much. Okay, and then the side, I don't really care too much about the side plates or anything, so this should be fine as it goes. Okay. Got the bipod on there. Does the bipod weigh a lot? It weighs half a kilo. I could shed half a kilo from this. Also, I mean, like, the ammo itself weighs about 4 kilos. Let's head into the hideout. Scav case. I have been getting garbage all day. Case in point. Here, you know what? I'll do one of those. Yeah, just utter garbage. You'll notice there's the blue checkpoint on fence. I hit level 50 because it happened, right? I think there was a daily for an Iskra and a MRE, so I crafted that. And that was like 26,000, and then obviously the fight with the goons pushed me over. So fence. I handed in Epsilon. I was waiting to finish this, so here we go. So boom, we completed that. And that also lets us complete this one. And here. This one, I'm not sure how I'm going to do. I would need somebody's help. But yeah, that was a solid chunk of cash there. Hang on. What are energy elements? Let me double check here. Elements. Okay. Batteries. Power banks, rechargeable batteries. So if I did a do I want to try replacing it? Optics. Sure. I'll take it for the fence rep, and I don't really care about the other stuff. The Euros is nice, I guess. But I do want to let people filter in. Got a gun. So we'd be going... I want optics. Somewhere there's good... It's going to be, like, quote, safe, but there'll be a decent number of people. Factory, probably not. Ground Zero is not a bad idea. Interchange is also... You know what? Interchange is not a terrible idea either. So do a quick raid with this. That looks like an AVT. Because... No, hang on. Yeah, that has to be an AVT. There's no slide or like there's should be like a notch basically along the whole thing here. That would mean I could put a scope on it. I don't see it. I could be wrong. That could be it there. It's a little hard to tell from here. Yeah, see, it's an AVT. So we can make this work pretty decently. And it's got all right ammo. I can make this work. I need, you know, I need optics, so I would need to hit up the containers, little cubes. Yeah, I'm drinking. I haven't had a whole lot of water today, so I'm thinking I'm dehydrated. Which is obviously is not good. How's it going? I just want to hit the cubes. Get, I think it's what, 5 optics. See what I can get. Do I have a backpack? We'll see what we can store with whatever we have access to. Hopefully we don't spawn in Ollie, because every time I spawn in there, kill is always there. And I don't have a level 6 rep with offense yet. We're decently close. We should be like 5.27, 5.28.
So the first approach is understanding the chords. And on the second time through, because I'm a sort of very simple rock player at heart, I work mostly with pentatonics.
Thing is, it has to be done in one raid. I don't really like those types of quests because they're kind of annoying. Actually, it's probably safer for me to go around outside here. Because I don't think I've ever seen Killa back here. What's up, Zig? How you doing? Well, you know what? I can also look for you know, screw nuts while I'm here too. I don't have a large enough capacity though. I should definitely have put more thought into fence rep earlier. And not that it's going to be a huge struggle. We've done pretty good. We're actually trying to, you know, double and triple up and try to maximize our capacity for it. So, not a bad idea to hunt down PMCs. They usually have optics on them. So I'm not sure how it works though. Plus they'll have storage. So, you know, there's that. It is definitely different doing the scav runs. It's a bit of a pain because obviously the soft skills, right? Not the same. It's not fun. The strength, the endurance, all that stuff. So. FMJs I think is fine. Honestly don't remember. That is a PMC.
Подмагните!
Interesting. I'm gonna hang around over here real quick. Kind of let the PMCs over there breathe, for lack of a better word. I kind of don't really care about the wallet. Right? The wallet is like maybe 5,000 or 6,000 rubles if I don't have any cash on my person. That's a scav. Okay. Let's see if I can lure him over here to aggro the PMC. I honestly forgot that this was a playable space up here. I mean, if you held a gun to my head, I would have had no idea. Color me mildly confused. Because I have never actually used this before. I'm not entirely sure if there's something weird with the AI, because I know that there is an extent where the PMCs don't shoot at you when you have a certain level of scav rep. So I'm wondering if that had anything to do with it, but I kind of doubt it. Oops. Now, he probably didn't do anything, so I would wager I probably don't get very much. Actually, I probably don't get anything from doing that. But, honestly, I got extra storage capacity, and that is more than what I actually need right now. I need more Tetris to get Bitcoins, because at this point, all the Bitcoins I can get access to are, thing. I wanted to check my settings here. You guys can hear me okay, right? What happened to Discord? Discord, why are you being stupid? Oh, Discord decided to be dumb. What else is new? Okay, there you go. I was just noticing that, PCB. I looked down at the overlay for Discord and I was like, oh, it's not highlighting green for some reason, which is very, very strange because I was using it earlier and it goes, no idea. So I went to go look and it's like, yeah, by the way, it wasn't the right setting. It's like, but why? Who changed the setting? Now that I know the power, like the AVT, unironically, it's actually not bad for recoil. So I think I will try to play around with it a bit more. I don't know if I'm not going to say I'm bringing it to the Labyrinth. That'd be a very, very stupid decision, right? But it actually doesn't seem horrendous. So it has like no options at all. The SVT is considerably better, but I mean, like, hey, there wasn't actually, like, considering there's not very much you can do. Like, you could swap out the stock and that's it to get better recoil. What is the recoil? That's not horrendous, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, she does kick, but I was expecting it to be much worse. I need more optics. Oh, absolutely. There are a lot of really high pen options. Like, even some of the bad ammo has like 30-ish thing. So not bad at all. Plus, if you chuck it into semi, it basically functions like an SVT does. So, you know, if you're worried about the kick, you can do that. It'll function for you. I think I'm headed the wrong way. True. But I'm not sure if because I killed a PMC, now all the other PMC, like, I don't know if that was a fluke, because I don't know why that system happened the way it did. I'm not sure how to, like, navigate it. Right? Does that make me a rogue scav because I killed someone who was not hostile to me? I have no idea. Does that mean only PMCs will fight me? Or will scavs also fight me? I don't know. Will that in some capacity affect my, fence rip? Again, not entirely sure. So, there's a gun in here. Oh, color me impressed. This is actually not a bad part, by the way. So I know it has a potential of having a lot of cubes down here, but I'm not crazy familiar with where they all are. Something tells me I might have picked a not amazing time to go to interchange. The fact that it's all raining and stuff is also not amazing. Primarily just because the visibilities will drop. And I will be sad. Yeah, because I don't have the attachment that lets me put a flashlight on my helmet. No. Thank you. You know what? There is some stuff over here. Check quick. Well, relatively quick. Trying to keep the Tarcola and the croutons if I can. Sometimes you get a cube in here, and obviously there's the parts that can go on top of here. Bag is fine. Honestly, the screw nuts are also huge. That's massive. I'm gonna hold on to some moonshine. I occasionally use them for the scav crates, so that should count. That also should count. So is that? Oh, I only needed 3. I feel kind of dumb now. We'll take this. Labyrinth cards too. Exactly. I have 2 or 3 of them in my inventory right now. Because I did actually trade for 2 of them earlier today. Well, now that I have the stuff I need, I can kind of just, you know, try to get more fuel for things. Because I did have to buy some earlier. It's not crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not stupid expensive. It's not cheap either, so. Plus, the ability to lock in 2 more screw nuts is nice. Right? At this point, I don't even necessarily care too much about the XP. The money is what drives me for that. Right? The XP is like... I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's nice to not have to grind that much XP. But... you know... yeah, I was not even remotely... the energy stuff... sorry, the energy stuff... I was not too excited for. Because there's a lot of things that I would rather keep, and they're not crazy common, whereas optics are like literally everywhere. So, just grab the stuff, whatever we can get in here. Head on the railway exit. Pate, it's obviously it's gone much cheaper in price, but still not bad. I'll take a bit of extra M80A1. Will he go for it? Oh, you know what? I kind of don't want to get rid of the AFAC. That's extra money. Could be good. There's an extra pate. A bit of a shame. I really should have sold the ones I found early for the mill. But I mean, like, honestly, I'm not too broken up about it. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it sucks, but, you know, it's just sort of, that's Tarkov. Welcome to Tarkov. You don't do it right, You do it poorly. A box of ammo? At least it stopped raining, so that's cool, I guess. The problem doing scav runs here is the scavs that spawn here, sometimes they'll just basically eat all the good loot. And then good luck trying to... this is 50, right? Okay, good. Well, we have to be able to feed the AK-50 somehow. Yeah. I say that in jest, but I do kind of also mean it. I do plan on using that at some point. I'm just not sure when. Maybe... I mean, it would be really stupid, but maybe, just maybe, we bring it to Terminal with us. We have two completely stupidly useless guns. Where we bring an AK-50 for some reason, and that stupid looking Mosin. And then when we get out, we fire off the firework. We're like, yay! You know, the helixes are doing good. Gas analyzers, no. The drills are only like 20,000 rubles a pop. The golden star, thank you. That's great for the craft. Meds are nice to have, so I'll actually take them with me. I don't think there's anything I've really missed. Right, I think I got everything I need from over there. Oh, pineapple juice. The CMS don't really care too much, although I can use it for a serve 12, so I might actually take it. The pineapple juice don't care. My whole schedule today was completely thrown off. I got up early, right? Only to find out I actually didn't need to drive, like the plans were changed. Well, like, I was told after I woke up, so I was up. Then I went back to sleep, and it kind of threw me off. And I didn't eat breakfast until like 2 o'clock, 2:15, give or take. Right, so I'm sitting here. I was like, oh, you know, when it was code dinner time, I didn't eat anything, obviously, because I wasn't really hungry. So it's like now I'm like, oh, you know, we're in the middle of the stream. I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. Oh, my legs. Truly, life is a mystical wonder. Are there not more extracts than these three? Like, surely I should have access to more of the extracts, no? Like, I really am thinking about the like the Labyrinth loadout, essentially. And I'm pretty sure I would consider the M60 with, 200 rounds of M80 AA, or A1, to be massively, massively overkill, right? But it's like, I need to make sure I can actually put a fight up against, Tagilla and potentially Killa. And anything else I need otherwise. So. Okay. Oh, okay. Ah. I honestly didn't know you can climb up some of these, which is why I'm like mildly confused. Oh, look, the wallet actually did something. I don't know. Will it let me walk across this, you think? Actually, yes. I don't think this is worth all that much. I could be wrong, though. The SVT mags are worth a little bit. Metabolism is up to level 10. Very cool. Oh, the VS combo I'm quite a fan of, actually. I'll take it. It might be worth a little bit. Like, the meds I'm not remotely worried about. I'm right beside the exit, so it's kind of whatever. What do we got in here? Something funky? Yeah, I would argue that's pretty funky. I feel like this is probably worth a little bit more. And we skedaddle. Notes. Okay.
And on the second time through,
Battery, keep.
so that's the first solo from my son's Millennium Forest. Take all your favorite pentatonic licks and reapply them in different contexts. One of my favorite notes to play
Where did that ammo go?
is second.
Where did the M80A1 go?
Second. And on the second time through,
Put that in here. Don't need. I hate when the ammo disappears like that. Because then I get very confused. FMJ. See, like, FMJ isn't all that amazing, but it's still like... It puts the hurt on level 4. Which is kind of nuts.
an E minor,
Grenades are still full on.
and a B minus 7, E minus
The CMS kit.
9, A minus 7, and alt
I'll sell.
E minor 9, C major 9, and A minus
I need to figure out what to do for storage space, because we're running out of space faster than I care to admit.
dominant chord for the B.
that up here.
As long as the destination
That in
is
here.
meaningful,
Go here.
a beautiful place.
That in here and this over here. Yeah, 0.01. Didn't think that'd go much further. Hmm. So, oh, I didn't even have to give them. I just have to hand it in. Really? That's very silly. How much is this going for? This is like 20. Yeah, so it's not worth very much. 30,000. Oh, you know what? We can put this up for about 29.9. That is true, actually. That is actually a really smart idea. Who are you so wise in the ways of science? 9,000. This probably is not worth a whole lot on the. Holy crap! Why is it worth so much? Probably. Oh, because of U.S. dollars. You're right. Plus, I think this one is also required for that mission. What do you call it? Gunsmith old friends request or whatever, right? I think he specifically asks for a 1911 and not the M45. Kind of don't want these, so I'm just gonna sell them. I do have a Parmesan bag lying there. I didn't even realize it was there. So, you know, to an extent, that's cool, I guess. Something tells me this doesn't sell for very much. Yeah, not enough to be worth thinking. The Comtac 5's probably about the same, yeah. I would. The problem is I don't have, because I haven't really been playing Arena, I don't have enough GP coins. I have plenty of, I should have enough Liga medals. I don't have enough GP coins. Right? I think you need 500 GP coins. I only have like 16. So I'm pretty behind the ball for that. Now, as for this, we wanted that one and that one. Turn these in. The moonshine gets stowed away. Optics might go for, you know, this stuff might go for a bit. This I keep. This one, like, it's fine, but I think I can replace it, so I'm not crazy worried. Gun lube goes away. This one will get sold. We don't really need them. I'll sell that as well. I know it has, like, you know, positive space. I kind of don't care. Thick. Possibly. I have to check to see what they're worth. Those, the RFID reader might sell for, yeah, it sells for quite a bit. Profits. This is... Yeah, the helixes for some reason are just absolutely insane right now. This one might go for... Actually, not as much as I was expecting. Attack 30, really not a fan. This one probably doesn't go for very much. Yeah, no one's really selling it. It's not that good. That one's meh. This one's not bad, you know. So we could put that up for like, I don't know, 58. Should go pretty quickly. I would imagine it's because it's pretty decent for stats. And then I have this ammo down here. Oh, that somehow my M80A1 ended up in my pocket. How's this? Not very good, but that sucker will hurt. Oh, somehow I locked this by accident. Sold quite a bit of stuff in there. So, you know, good for cash. Well, we're doing better. The Euros. I kind of don't care about the key. Is the key even very good? Not really. Aramids, maybe? Like, I could probably sell them for about 10k a piece. And then that should work. I figured. Hideout. There's a lot for, like, it's the amount of stuff to do in Labyrinth. It's almost like overwhelming in a weird sort of way. Because I don't entirely know, like, I don't have the map layout, right? And there's a bunch of stuff I have to collect for the mission, and then there's a bunch of other side missions to do. Like, it's all like a lot, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I got the M60 here. Okay, I put a flashlight on it. It is about as good as I can make it, as far as I know. The RPD technically, again, would be better. I just don't have enough good ammo to make it actually work. The multi-tool, the serve, a big backpack, the mule, you know, beverage, grenade. I know it doesn't really work, but it's more to try to flush them out than anything else. 2 boxes, just in case. And yeah, that's not really supposed to be in there. Performance-wise, it's actually not horrendous. Right, let me fold those, fold those. So let's aiming at the guy on the right here. We mount ourselves. That's not too bad. But we deploy the bipod, and it's even better. Like, I seriously doubt I mean, I don't know when I'm gonna actually apply a bipod to this sucker in the fight, but I seriously doubt, you know, both Vengeful Tagilla and Killa himself would put up much of a fight. So. Like, I think he's going down. Even if this thing weighs 3 billion pounds, you know, so. I'm surprised there's no... I kind of wish there were lights in this area. I get why there's not, but, like, I feel like he's, like, you know, he's not going to have a good time, right? So. Again, is it overkill? Almost undoubtedly. I should have an X-17 somewhere around. Yeah, I have an X-17. I just have to build it up. But I do have a Mark 17 on the wall in the hideout. So theoretically, I could try doing that again. I'm not really sure. I don't know what would be considered, like, good for this, basically. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the optic, and I definitely don't like the AR prepper there. I don't remember where I got this. Just chucked all sorts of random crap onto there. So if I wanted to make this, like, meta, like I did, I think, with the last one, what would it take? In the meantime, hang on. Get this out of here. Yeah, so let's go take a look at the containers. So a thick item case would be ideal, in which case I have access to more legal metals. I just need to send them over. A thick weapon case would be fine, but I would get more out of a thick case. As for an actual, these cost 15 defibs. That's beyond expensive. And this one, we're not even remotely close. Right? Now, these, theoretically, I could get 25 meds, and that would help. 15,000 euros. That's a lot. So let me take a look. How much do you think 25 meds would cost me? I don't know. Let's say they all cost... Here, this is probably about 25. So if we do a quick 25 times 30,000 costs allegedly about 700. I mean, I should know, but it should cost about 750,000 compared to how many euros? It'd be another about 10 and a half. Let's say about 10,500 euros, which is almost undoubtedly going to be more expensive. 10,000. Yeah, it's almost twice as much. So it's actually cheaper for me to buy all of the meds I need. Four. Five. 6. 7. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh. What? Oh, it said all the one. Whoops. Wait, what does that mean? How badly did I just mess up? And how do I fix that? How do I... I'm not permanently banned from that, am I? I should have read. I clicked. Oh no. How do I fix this? Oh boy. I'm starting to think I can't fix this. Oh. Well, that means I can't buy or sell anything. I mean, not that I care about like the market, but I mean, even in terms of just the actual traders themselves. Oh. uh hmm. Okay. It can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, apparently. Yeah. Whoops. Oh boy. Yeah. We'll do a quick relog, and then we'll do another scav run, potentially. I've never had that happen before, but I mean, I get it. It makes sense. Mm-hmm. Plus, we can, like, we can't go into the trader per se, but we can see what his thoughts of, you know, for fence. I did technically want to be in the Labyrinth by now, but 5.3. Oh my god. Do you have a bag? He does. I think he's got a duffel. Where do I go? Where do you think would be a decent customs? Maybe, I don't know. Where are the goons? That will probably reflect where I do or do not go. Apparently, they've been on customs all day, man. What the heck? This is true. This is true. I mean, the thing is, I did want to see, like, the X17 versus the M60. Because, I mean, like, again, I'm sure the M60 is fine, but it feels like insane amounts of overkill for what it is. Let's not go to customs. You know what? You're right. I'll give ground zero a shot as a scav run. We'll see how it goes. See if I can get some more, you know, the screw nuts. I haven't found a whole lot of pressure gauges now I think about it. Oh, the in case anyone is curious, the AS Val Mod 4 has permanently been retired because it was down to like 79 or something like that. So, you know, I don't think I've ever had a gun that I ran down that low. Usually, like, because I'll swap between them or you know die with them or whatever. But like, me, I've never had one that I brought it down to that durability. What do I have on my person? You think anything good? Oh shoot, a mule. Okay, all right, not bad. I was gonna say that's a lot of money, but then I'm like, what if I'm permanently banned from the market? Interesting. At this point, I'm partially convinced, Wrangler, you're looking at the PvP goon tracker. Because for the last few hours, it just says customs. Right? Let me check. Well, no. Apparently, even on PvP, it says customs. Unless we're looking at the wrong site. I have no idea. I don't know. I feel like it's not all that. Like, the site kind of has really fallen off in the last, like, month or so. I will say, my guy is the kind of guy who absolutely drives an F-150. And, like, he looks like he'll take up 4 parking spots. Like, like he just parked right in the middle of all 4 spots. Yeah. Yeah, roughly, like, if you look on the thing, it says they were spotted at Lighthouse. That was roughly when my dad and I were playing. Like, the customs marker where it says at spotted at 14:38:57, that was my dad. At this point, I'm mostly just sort of running down the clock to try to buy another. I mean, oh, if I can get some med items, that'd be nice. I kind of just really want the screw nuts up here more than I care too much about the thing. The battery. Like, don't get me wrong, I do care about fence rep, but I'm just gonna say that weekly is you know very enticing. At least I have an 8-round, tube. It's not bad. One of the reasons I really want to get the weekly done is because I'd be mildly annoyed if I don't get it done. And obviously you don't get your stuff back, right? So that means I just threw away 3 pressure gauges for quite literally nothing. That's... Gosh. Actually, I think the motors are doing okay on the fleet. Oh, I don't have that for a while, so I'm not super crazy worried about that. But thank you for doing the science. I have it on my notes to work towards the 2 tank batteries and the Cyclone. The Cyclones are still expensive, by the way, if anyone is curious. So. There's nothing here, so I guess we go hunt that down, because, like, don't get me wrong, I would prefer the screw nut more than really sort of anything else, but... Leg meta, son. Works every time. Well, those are PMCs over there. Hang on, hang on. But stop being a dingus. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm slightly confused here. It's I took inspiration from the new Rainbow Six season.
Я подмагните!
This should theoretically work.
Слышь, ты импортный! Парков нахуй, понял? Вот тупые! Got this fucker!
I'm waiting for the other scav to come in.
That guy over there! Маслины кончили!
Okay. Colored me slightly confused. But like, oh, okay. Like I don't know how to respond to any of what just I saw, you know, transpire in front of me. What I do know for sure, though, I want to find that other scav. I hope I didn't hit him by accident, because that obviously would not be good. How did this? I mean, I was gonna say, how did this guy not go down? To be fair, I am using PS rounds, so. Or did you not get hit? That's fine, we'll leave it there. I don't care. That is so weird. What just happened? Honestly, probably just gonna drop the shotgun. Oh, meds. This might go for more. I am mildly confused. Maybe he wants this.
Понял, понял.
Oh, interesting. I mean, that's fair, I guess. I kind of want to keep the green tea just in case, but I mean, like, at the same time, meh. Thought I saw a hot rod up here. Not this, I think the other way will let me get out. I'm still not entirely sure how the PMC AI works. Like, it has to be like at above level 5. They don't care about you. Because I was basically just, you know, staring at them. They just did not care. So. Well, I mean, I'm a scav, so does that really play into it for USEC? Because I had the bear and the USEC just look at me, just ignore me. So I'm not sure, like, obviously I'm sure that does play some level of thing into it, but as a scav, I don't think it does that much. At least I'm not sure why it would. I'm not. I'm only like 5 point something. Which is why I'm mildly confused. Like I'm like 5.36 or whatever. So I'm decently close, but I'm not at 6 yet. Which is why I'm confused. Because I know what happens at 6. But for some reason it's happening earlier. You know what? The hose might still be worth a little bit. Also, I may or may not have gotten banned or temp banned from the thing because my reading comprehension sucks. Interesting. Interesting. But I mean, like, that happened earlier as well, so I'm curious if that is related in any way. Here's some more screw nuts. The pressure gun! And a power bank, actually. It's kind of bad. That he actually scared me for a second. Yeah, so I'm doing this to get a bit more fence rep and to also run down some time on the potential thing for, because I'm trying to buy an item case for the trade of the O scopes and the meds, and I went to buy the meds and it was like, hey, are you a bot? And I was stupid and misread how it worked, but I didn't click enough of them. It goes, you're banned from using the I really need to kick that open? Both the traders and the thing, so. I mean, how close is too close? I mean, don't get me wrong, didn't have my hand in their pockets. But, like, I was right beside them. You know, like, I could, you know, read their text messages if they open their phone up. Yeah. That's what I read. The scav. Greetings. I do have a mule I could theoretically pop if I really needed to, but I mean, like, They have definitely buffed the ground loot, I think. I just wanted to go to Labyrinth. I just wanted to look at the thingy gun instead, but here we are. Right? Yeah, because I'm not super familiar with, like, you know, quote, effective kits, other than when I went last time, the X17 put them down really good. And I have a bunch of M80 A1 that I have lying around. So I was like, oh, you know, we'll give that a shot. And I thought, what better way than to set up an M60 with 2 boxes of it? But obviously, it seems very overkill. Well, car battery. I'm very tempted to take that car battery. But I know it is extremely unwise. Even if it is very funny. But I do need it. So, I mean, take some more screw nuts. We'll grab this and then we'll get out of here. Our PS rounds are not worth all that much. Let's say I'll probably just drink this hot rod. Is it a waste? Theoretically, technically, yes. But it, you know, whatever. Like, I'm holding on to all these things I don't need. The beer I actually do want for shampoo purposes. For more trades for the green injectors. I would be very happy with another pressure gauge. Actually, you know what? The Helix is decent money. Assuming I'm allowed to use the I'm sorry, Nikita, please forgive me. Paper. Honestly, these aren't worth very much. They're worth like, what, 5,000 rubles at best? At this point, we're just grabbing. Oh, honestly, this. Yeah, I don't need the grenades. Pretty sure there's a couple more things you can get from in here. Look along the way. Can you go up here? How far up can you get? Out here. You might potentially be able to climb up. I just kind of don't care that much. I'm gonna go check the other hallway on the other side, but then we're gonna get out. There's a hallway over there, but the exit's that way. You know what? So that's 12 kilos. That's 9 and a bit. Drop that. Do we think there's anything good in this tent? This is dumb. I don't even think I have enough space for all this stuff. That's one pressure gauge. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're nuts. Achieved. Our battery, the fuel. The BP rounds are actually unironically quite good. So they're mine now. So I think we'll keep this because we make rechargeable batteries from this. Maybe we'll keep that. I don't think we can actually do anything with the T. This we can use for crafts. Paper is good for craft. That's also good for a craft. That's useful. I'll just chuck it in there because it's for a craft. It's fine. Sell these. Sell. Craft. Craft. Or trade, rather. The mule. That's probably going to get sold. This is for sure. I'm hoping the motor is worth a little bit. I kind of don't care. And then the rest of this stuff, yeah, it's fine, whatever. 0.03, thanks, I guess. Okay, okay, good. We're allowed to sell things again. Beautiful. So this will sell for 27, or that's going for like a lot actually. That was a good call. Let's sell for like 87. Hose, that was also a great call. Go for like 57. The metal parts are still going for, yeah, good. Helixes. I don't know why they're going for as much as they are, but I'm not going to say no. The working thing, yeah, honestly doesn't go for all that much. So we'll make a small profit there. Sell these. Jaeger. Turn these in. Okay, very cool. He's at 5.35. That's good. We made nice with the system. I don't have anything still on there, do I? No. Okay, good. So, here's the M60 in question. When I deploy the bipod, anything that runs in my way is going to have a bad time. Because, again, this sucker's full of white tips. So, as is this one. They're going to have a bad time. Now, I have an X17 ready to go. Like, well, it's not ready to go yet. I'd have to build it. But, hopefully it'll be good. So, I don't know what. I'm just looking based on this one, somebody's build from like 10 months ago, right? But we're taking this off because I don't need it or want it. We're gonna chuck on, let's just say these ones. Actually, can I swap up the upper? The barrel. I feel like, we could probably. Recoil is not going to be horrendous, I would imagine. So we'll take the short barrel. I do want to play with the idea of a. Can I not buy this one? Why is this one so expensive? I mean, you know what? I don't care about it that much. It's whatever. Okay, so we swap this out for like this. Deal with the mag in a second. Chuck one of these on there. Actually, hang on. Pop this up for this one. Charging handle stays. Not too worried about any of those. However, when we get about here, that I'm not super sure what to go with. It looks like. I mean, we could technically put that on. That would theoretically work. Like, this is what this person has so far, from what I can tell. Right, you chuck one of those on there, and you put one of these, right? And I mean, obviously they put, say, this. I am missing something. What do we have on there? I know technically this is the better one to pick versus the other one, but they seem to have made. So what is this? So it's 74.8 ergo with 83. That's not too bad, but they also changed the rear as well. To, what is this? One of these. And then they chucked that one. The PRS Gen 3. Like, apparently they chucked one of these on there. I don't know. I almost kind of preferred the other way. Get more ergo out of this one, although it looks horrendous. That one kind of works a bit better, but it's not good. 72 or 73, 81, 202 versus 74, 83, 206 versus this. You know what? I actually don't hate this. I feel like if I had the right stuff in here, it'd work. Like we chuck the 25s or even the 50s, and you know we'd still get a beast out of this sucker. It's expensive though, right? Hang on. Somewhere I've got mags in here. One of these things is an MDR. And this has gotten crazy bad. Okay. Like basically these are my two options, right? Go with the M60 or go with an X17. With if I can get the 50, I should have some 50 rounders lying around. Actually. I'm hoping I do. Yeah, I do, but not for what I need. We got one. Got black tips in there. Actually, I think that was built for this purpose. Or actually, it was going for labs, I think. But theoretically, these are my options, and I'm not sure which one to roll with. Like this seems like this will do the problem, or this will do it no problem, and it'll give me hella extra, room to make mistakes. Not that I would, but like, it'll get the job done for sure. But this seems like this is also more than capable of getting the job done. Yeah, like that'll definitely do the job. Not necessarily even the ammo part exclusively, but I mean just the gun itself. Like I feel like this should get her done. What I will do though, I'll put a flashlight on this. Sure. Oh wait, we're not putting a flashlight on this. Yeah, you know what? The M60 can have its time in the sun some other time. Sorry, not sorry. Although I will take the ammo. You think this would be enough ammo? Plus, I say a bunch of weight. Like, that's another 6 kilos. Plus, if I take this off, it's, lighter by a decent chunk. That seems like a SIG spear mag. You can't see me. My jaw just dropped. I would imagine it would have to be Peacekeeper. I can't think of anybody else who would barter for that, had that kind of mag to barter. Although Mechanic might have it. I can't, believe it or not, this, I'm pretty sure I can have a Class 6 rig, or plate. I don't know if it has a Class 6 plate in it. Like, it doesn't, but I could. Nope. This one. Oh, I don't have enough of these. They're expensive. Oh, whoops. So the bosses are immune to explosive, right? But are they immune to getting flashbanged? Because I'd be more than happy to hit him in the nose with a flashbang. It would, nothing would bring me greater happiness. Then, hey, Tequila. Pachoo! So maybe I drop. Yeah, I'll drop the F1 in exchange for 5 seconds. Yeah, a couple of these. Sure. Grab some more mags. I'll make sure I have enough thingy system, and then I'm ready to go. Then I'll take a very quick bathroom break. And whoever would like to join me, please, by all means, let me know. There. Yeah, I'll see what I can do in terms of rigs that I have lying around. Like, readily available. I'll put this on my person for now. Let's go see. How many more do I have for this? 10. I need 10 more. There we go. And item case. That's not going to hold very much. Don't get me wrong, it's going to help. But that's all it did. So, I don't know what I put in there. Can I put this in there? No. Junk case? No. The toolbox will go in there, actually. Oh, the streamer. Oh, okay. And the injector cases. Dog tag case. Nuts and bolts. Put that in there, actually. That in there. Well, the thing is, in here, it's like supply. Ooh, hang on a second. There we go. It'll give me a bit of extra space in there. Oh, I forgot about the wallet had a bunch of cash in it. If I could put docs cases, that'd be nice as well. I can. That I do know, yes. Apparently this can also go in there, in junk boxes. I did not know that. So the money stuff, like this is for extra money stuff. Can I put, you know what? I could. It saves me a bit of space. Honestly, we'll just chuck these in there too, I guess. It saved a bunch of random space. Well, the key case is over here for now, because it's part of the supplies. So I'll tag this as supplies 2. can put these in here. Oh, these are locked. Pin them. I mean, I don't know why, other than just because I can, really. Okay. So I saved a little bit of space, but not a crazy amount. So I really need to deal with some of this stuff. Some more of these. The RSS is good. This, I don't know why I have. I think I got it from somewhere and I don't know what to do with it. You know what? Okay, we'll just whatever we can sell off here. Boom. Oh, I don't feel like fighting them again today. I already did earlier and they didn't have what I needed, so. Okay, quickly I'll go to the bathroom, we'll deal with this, and then thanks. So if anybody wants to join, boot up the game now and hop in the call, and I'll be right back. Okay. What's up, Zig? How you doing? Oh no, Leon. Discord, why are you stupid?
Is it working now?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I had it muted on my headset.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it messed up my mic earlier, because again, I didn't even turn the computer off or anything. It just went, eh? And just even Streamlabs I can understand, because Streamlabs had an update. But I have no idea why everything else didn't work. Well, you know what? I do have this. I grabbed this for a reason, and it's stuff in it.
That's why I've been installing my rigs too.
Yeah, it's a. I think I killed some guy with it, but the actual soft armor is like still fresh. So, and it can take level 6 plates that I can give it, and it holds quite a bit of stuff in there. And it'll take side plates. But it's just holding a bunch of random crap. What if people were taking? There.
I was doing escort, finishing up escort yesterday, and the second to last run, I fell off the top of Shoreline building and landed on a. And luckily, I landed on one of the balconies and like broke both my legs and put me into like death's door.
No. That oof. I feel for you.
I did manage to save it, but it was like a close thing. I used like a whole survival kit in that raid.
Yeah, when I my dad was like, "Oh, I'm going to go to customs, but the goons have been there all day," and I was like, "Oh, you know what? I'll give you a hand. I've been meaning to go goon hunting, right? So I'll find and dandy, and because I need the was it for special offer? I believe it's Knight's chest rig." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, no problem." Figures, he didn't even have the right one. Like we were up in the
the one you need, right?
Actually, I'm not sure. It's the load bearing chest rig. So honestly, don't remember.
I think that has the 2x2 slots for the drum mag for the grenade launcher.
But like, oh my god, we were up in like above New Gas because we spawned up on the hill, and my dad's trying to take out one of the sniper scavs for one of his I think it's the Tarkov shooter missions or whatever. Okay, yeah, no problem. I hear somebody rushing in the bush. I said, "Are you in a bush?" He goes, "No." I look down and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm at the rock. I'm waiting for the guy to come up." Bird Eye tries to barrel stuff me, gets his head blown smooth off. I'm like, "Oh well, guys, I think I know where the bad men are." So yeah, they were there.
Do you have your multi-tool on?
I do. I think combined materials is okay. Put like a funky plastic one in my back. Do I need left or right? Probably not. Okay. So I have all the injectors I should need, I think. The multi-tool serve 12. Flashbangs. My inability to understand how an escape room works. Obviously, that is an important one.
I did it once and it took me like 15 minutes to get out.
The worst part is it wasn't even that. I just blew myself up. Like, I didn't even have any other issues of trying to figure out what I was doing. I didn't know where I was going. I accidentally walked in the wrong place, heard a click, but because I wasn't used to the Proflexes, thought it was somebody, so I was holding an angle instead of running away, and blew myself up with this stupid thing, and I was like, oh my god.
I mean, I guess technically the bosses and stuff have it too, but if you have an antidote...
Well, the antidote's fine. The antidote doesn't save you from exploding yourself on a tripwire, though.
Well, yeah, but I know some of the traps have poison on them.
Oh, would you believe me if I said my injector case has had this antidote injector since like the beginning of time?
I don't think I've ever found one.
I have like 5 or 6 of them because you can get them sometimes from the cultists as well, right? And the bosses in the map will spawn with one each, right? And I think if you see any of the other like the Scav Raider people, they can also have it. So, I have a map here-ish, but I do technically need to do the story quest, so I'm not sure what that one entails.
Me either. I've yet to survive a Labyrinth.
I think for me, what was the most annoying part was that genuinely, I'm more like as long as I was careful of the scavs and press the buttons and everything, I basically had the whole raid to myself. Because I took out the bosses. I didn't have to worry about them anymore. I was like, no, no.
Yeah, the hard part was over.
Yeah, it turns out the hardest part, in fact, was myself being stupid. Why is this? Oh, I was like, why is there random, like a drill and a random thing here?
Toss the invite.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need. Oh, my scav looks so stupid. Shoreline. These are both kind of crappy times, but I mean, like, you know, whatever. Oh, the map even shows you where the pits and the spikes and everything are. So yeah, what I think, for me, the problem is I don't remember every single way to get out of the chambers. Right? And I have a very vague idea of how they work. So... yeah, it's like I have to, when I go in there, outside of chamber 2, there's something on the ground I have to read, which then tells me to go somewhere else, which then tells me to go to a different room, which is locked, I believe. Right?
I got an error saying that the error occurred during matching. Please try again.
Oh, I'll back out. They're like, hey, you're actually trying to load in with some guy who's trying to cheat the system. So, he could not click 2 cans of condensed milk. The thing is, I could have sworn it said click a can of condensed milk, not click both or all, or you know, whatever. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll click one. Yeah, friendship ended with
the problem is
fleet.
Yeah, the problem is, like, every time I've had that happen to me, it's I'm like already frustrated with like swapping around between the menu screens, and like it pops up and I'm like hitting like spamming Y trying to buy like Intel folders or something like that. And I just instantly fail it before I even see what's on the screen. Alright, I'm back into the menu. I don't know what happened or why that failed.
Intel folders go for 400,000 a piece.
Yeah.
Let me craft a few of those, because basically my plan is to get an extra couple of blue folders just in case I need them. Right? Because at this point, I'm partially convinced that I have already somehow managed to mess up the savior ending. And it's gonna look like I'm trying to also prep for the survivor, just in case. Yeah, but the thing is, like, the website that gave me the flowchart for this is from the wiki. So, I mean, maybe it's me for, like, you know, on me for being stupid. Where, like, yeah, I'll just complete all the story, you know, before I get to that step. But it's like, why? I'm not going to find out until after the 40 Bitcoin. And then I have to do a bunch of other stuff. And then once I go to the chapter, if Kerman says, like, if he doesn't tell me he's reaching out to fence, then I know I'm locked into the survivor. If he reaches out to fence for that, and then I do the mission, that's fine. Then it gives me the BTR rep, which if you fail that, like if you've sided with skier instead, you get locked into survivor, right? But I know I did that one, so theoretically,
Yeah,
once I finish this, I should be okay-ish. But we're not going to find out until after the 40 Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm sitting at the turn in the 40 Bitcoin. I have it all, but I wanted to get the BTR quest line and stuff done because I don't know when all that has to be done.
The BTR stuff doesn't have to be done for quite a bit, actually. Right.
Yeah, like I got. I think
yes.
all I have left to do is the lab, and the rest of I think Unheard, and then the BTR stuff, and then I'm ready to go.
Yeah. He'll reach out to Fence after you hand in the evidence. So.
Oh, so that's the like keeper stuff. Yeah, I think I'm network 2 or 3 or something. I did the jammer thing.
Oh my god, I hated it so much. I've never gone for like keeper before, so basically it was like you got to see someone who's never done it before try to go for it. It was really dumb. Really stupid. It was a lot of time gating, and then like here's 2 different quests you have to do where the item you need has 20 different spawns.
Yeah,
No.
that I did it very risky too because I took all 4 of the jammers in one raid.
Oh god. Yeah, they're not cheap to craft if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they use a Koftum.
Meanwhile, every time I got to use them, I was giggling because I actually do have that. I think I had that exact Baofeng radio. I was like, hey, I recognize that voice. I said, that looks familiar. Is that? And if you actually look at the model, it does say Baofeng on it. I was like, oh my god. What's always really bugged me about like the Alton and the wrists is how the face shield is on an angle. So you're basically your eyes are looking at like the bottom bezel of the viewport.
It's like they don't close at the last 10%.
Yeah. I almost think he's like wearing it wrong, like he should shift it forward a little bit. But like it looks fine in the back. And the visor does stop where it's supposed to stop, from what I can tell, based on that. But like, it does look weird. It's almost like they put the stopper in the wrong spot. Maybe it was a requirement for designed for the gas mask. Maybe.
But that or because like if you look when he goes into the aiming animation, you kind of like lean forward and put your head down a bit. So maybe they're just taking that into consideration for.
Theoretically, a grenade would have been not a bad idea to use, because technically it would set off some of the traps in the other rooms.
I know like one grenade is nice too, just because you can like pull, like if Tagilla is like in a couple rooms down and you don't want to like clear room to room to room, you can toss a grenade out and it'll come to the noise.
And there's also something about an alarm, and there's 5 buttons for it. I don't really know how it works.
I think, from my understanding, the AI can keep spawning unless you hit that button.
But there's like 5 buttons.
Yeah, any of the buttons work. It's so you don't have to like clear out the entire.
Oh,
place.
so I only have to press
Hit the
1, not all
ones you-
5?
Yeah, from my understanding, yeah.
Interesting. I've honestly been really nervous about Labyrinth the entire time. Like, I've been like pushing it off, which is why it's the last mission I'm actually doing. Because it's like I don't want to do it.
What the hell are it? Is this Road to Customs?
Yes.
Yeah. Sounds like my headset's broken using these Proflex.
Yes.
It's like that tinny noise.
And then it amplifies your breathing, which is like, oh my god. As funny as the M60 would have been, it's just the more I thought about it, the more I realized its main benefit was being able to deploy the bipod. Where the hell am I going to deploy the bipod? Like,
Yeah, like you can't really hold still that long against Tagilla and Killa. Like
Yeah.
you're either doing quick peeks or running for your life.
the thing is, when I did it, the only reason I actually was able to probably take Tequila down was because Civic did quite a bit. Ooh, no, let's not go that way. Civic did quite a bit of work before Civic ended up bleeding out. Right, like he put a lot of damage into Tequila, so when I went over, it didn't take that much to take him down. But it was like, okay, yeah, you know, it's not too bad. And then, sure enough, I, you know, flipped the dice or flipped the coin. I lost the coin flip, and I heard Vengeful Killer pushed me. But he actually went down pretty easily because I think he's only has slightly more health than regular Killer, but I don't think his armor or anything is any fancier.
Oh, interesting. I assumed he still had like a level 6 face mask.
Yeah, it's all like the same kit, right? But instead it works the same for Tagilla. Like, although Tagilla has the special mask, his armor is the same as regular Tagilla armor, and Killa is the same completely. The only major difference is a little bit of extra health, from what I understood, and they're guaranteed to not have their crappy guns. Because occasionally, sometimes they'll have like a PP-19 or whatever, or if the Sega 12, he's got buckshot. But here, they're going to have armor piercing as whatever gun they can carry. So it's either going to be
to cross to the other side, or do we need to? Is there a entrance on this side of the?
That is
resort?
a amazing question. It is in the West Ring, so we have to cross.
Probably behind then.
Yep. Yeah, so basically you're either going to get up against AP-20 and or PPBS or BS first, depending on what he has. He either has the RPK or the Sega. And then if you're up against Killa, then he just has PPBS or BS. Because he's guaranteed to have the RPK-16 as far as I understood. Last time I was here, those guys didn't spawn.
Only saw one.
I think I'm so conditioned to worrying about the goons. Anytime I hear a SCAR go off, like a SCAR H go off, I panic. Like, even when I'm shooting it, I get a little nervous. Alright? When I was on Lighthouse, I heard it, and it turned out it was just a random USEC. And I was like, you scrub.
I've noticed I've been finding them a little bit more often on PMCs now.
Yeah, they definitely did a revamp of what they can or cannot have.
Oh, I saw Bird Eye with the lever action the other day.
What?
I didn't even know they could take it, but that was kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, let's not go there. 'Tis a silly place. You know what? I probably could lift my visor up right now so I can see where the hell I'm going. So I don't fall into the
That's what I
pool. The one thing I'm not a huge fan of about the helmet is the fact that I can't use a flashlight. Don't think I have anything. I'm in the delivery screen, so there.
I left.
Oh no, I wasn't sure like where, because I know I've had it where it's like the other person was like 3 seconds left. And the best part is we were loading in to go hunt. Like I was loading in to hunt the gooners. He was loading in to do whatever he wanted, right? And I was like, you know what? A genius idea. We'll take this right out of Delta's playbook. Let's play Chief Keef while we're loading in. uh, then he got taken out by a scav who did like, you know how sometimes the AI belt likes to belly flop? Right.
Yeah, they've been
So
doing a little bit more self-diving.
he did the dolphin behind the bus, and my dad's like, "Oh, I killed him," and then he got absolutely obliterated because the guy had a shotgun, and my dad, his head got blacked. So my dad died. He was like,
wow.
"No." So yeah, well, sometimes it happens. That's why you don't go into Rashala's hideout. No, because I went in. There was a second time I went in where it was completely empty.
I wonder if they changed it. Because I noticed like some areas felt like a little bit better in loot, and some areas it felt a little bit worse. So I think the stealth rebalanced a lot of the areas.
Well, no, they did specify, like in the most recent update, that they put they changed how like the ground loot on streets works. So it's possible they also stealth updated everything else. It wouldn't surprise me. Because like, what was it? The black keycard room on there, like apparently was so bad. They're like, oh, nobody's using this anymore, and they watched the value of the key drop because it was useless. And they're like, hey, that's not intended. It's supposed to be a good room. It's well, yeah, but there's nothing on the floor. So I think they did a pass. Where it's like you flip a coin every time you get into a raid, where it's, are you getting good loot, ground loot, or bad ground loot?
Do you know I opened up what is it, that one newer door in reserve bunker, the one outside, the one in like the little hallway off of the main, right next to like where the water is, going into the offices. And I found 2 coftums in there, which is I've never seen more than one on reserve before.
Oh boy. There's a frag grenade on the floor, so I hope I don't need that. I got the steam room.
I think I see poison gas.
What? Oh,
What happened?
I'm not dead, but I accidentally set off a tripwire.
Oh yeah, some of the areas do have tripwires in the beginning area.
I did not know this.
So toxic pool is chamber 1.
Hang on. Well, that hurt. I think I'm about to get murdered in here. Yeah, I'm almost dead here.
Did you get out already?
No. Oh my god. I'm dead. I got pushed in my room. Yeah, by the scavs. They ran into my room and I couldn't see them through all the smoke.
I didn't even know they could go into the starting rooms.
I didn't either.
And if I wouldn't be able to get to your stuff either if
They have the
because if you
Steam still
didn't
on.
shut off the
Yep.
Steam, yeah.
I was trying to find the
Sorry.
key. It is what it is. Trying to find the key. Heard somebody go, huh? And they ran through the room. So apparently, they yeah.
Well, if you want to make another attempt, you don't have to wait for me.
Okay, chat. Well, I just muted myself in Discord so he can focus. Oh my god. I'm not entirely sure how to process this. My brain is just like, huh? I don't even know.
Well, I got Tagilla. Oh, Killa got me.
Oh, good effort.
He opened the door and he had his gun barrel pushed through the door and shot me. The door still closed. It was like in the opening animation. X-17 did well though.
Yeah, very good. It did very good. Killed one guy because I forgot to put in full auto. But like, I can't see anybody. It's through the smoke. Like they've rushed my room. It's like I don't even know. Like I'm trying to find the key. I don't even know where the key is. That's what I hate about that thing is I don't know where any of the keys spawn. Right? It's
Yeah, I hate the puzzle before, especially since like it wouldn't be as bad if you could do like what do you call it, like practice runs.
yeah.
But since it's like a transfer only, you can't. You kind of just gotta raw dog it.
Like I'm just kind of sitting here. Like this is the second time it's been BS like that. I think what did it for me was the fact that there was a tripwire in my spawn. So that obviously doesn't help.
Yeah, then that's probably what
That probably drew them in.
summoned all the scavs. Yeah.
But I don't know. So far, my experiences with that map have basically made me go, maybe I don't want to go for the survivor route. It has been just utter BS the entire time. Well, thank God I didn't bring anything that what was actually useful to me and is totally, replaceable. It's all gone.
I unlocked those helmets. Were those barter only? Or
Which ones?
do you have to craft those? The brisses?
I can craft them. So,
Yeah, it was from the escort quest. I just wasn't sure if it was the craft or a barter or what the deal was. Oh, I even have everything to make one. Did they make the P100 filter to craft cheaper?
maybe?
Maybe not. What just happened? My game just crashed.
Oh. That's fun.
I have noticed the game being a little bit more unstable for me with this update.
Yeah.
Might be better off running it again without me because I'm getting like a lot of weird artifacting now for some reason. Might be time to do a fresh Windows install or something.
Oof.
I don't know what happened. I was in the hideout and all of a sudden like it locked and then there's like some kind of like aura around all of the icons in the entire hideout.
Interesting.
Now I'm getting an error on login. Wrong encryption paragrams. They're params.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Nikia, for such a perfectly flawless game.
I'm gonna have to go back to watching and saying I have to like do an integrity check and shit now, so
Oof.
sorry about that.
No problem. Sorry, went to shit literally immediately. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not sure how to like really tackle this now. I'm just sitting here like I'm almost not motivated to do it anymore. Like the fact that they literally just run right into your house and be like, "Sup." It's like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, some of the spawns are pretty bad. Sucks
Okay,
too is
yeah.
like I know by the time I'll like eventually like have to like brute force it, finally get in there, and then I'll like probably forget one key or tape or something, and I have to go back again.
Yeah. Like I don't even know how do I different. See, like the thing is, I didn't even have time to like register. It's like, okay, I'm in the room. As soon as I go to look over that, hey, you know, I'm in the room and I can figure out where to start working on, they pushed me in the spawn. So now it's like, what if I go in there again? Why do I bother trying to learn how to spawn, like how to do the puzzle? Because I'll just get shot in the spawn again. Nikita, why have you done this?
And they like restrict your movements around too, because they got tripwires everywhere.
I mean, it's not too late for me to pivot to some of the other stuff. Like, there's the other endings I could do. I can't look because the other ones, it's like obviously, it's too late right now to deal with or to switch to Survivor. Like, it's too late to start there. I'd have to get stuck in there later, right? And then I don't feel like doing the Fallen because it requires 40 repair kits at 100% durability and a bunch of other crap. Whereas like the one where you help Lightkeeper for the Deader ending, I'm actually considering doing that one instead because like genuinely I really don't want to go to Labyrinth right now. And I know it sounds like me being like a little bitch or whatever, but like genuinely that is twice BS has happened like that, and it's like I don't want to try it anymore. Like, oh my god. I don't know. I feel like I'm at a weird point in the game right now where I almost kind of don't care. Like by the time I've gotten all the way to this point, it's like, why bother? Yes, I know I'm salty.
I'll be in chat. I'm gonna restart my computer now.
Okay. Hey.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you. Oh, because that's right. I've got the break. All right, chat. We'll give it one more shot. One more shot. If it does not work, sorry, but it had to be done. If this doesn't work, I am seriously going to consider switching to a different ending because I cannot be bothered to do Labyrinth anymore. Like, it is so expensive to do it, right? Because I mean, like, do I need this many mags? Probably not, right? But it's like you need to make sure you can actually deal with the threats, but like you can't even get to the threats. So if this doesn't work, I don't know. We'll figure something out. I'm not sure how I'm going to do even if I somehow get through this, I'm not sure how I'm going to do the quest or the PMCs in a raid without scavs or on shoreline and interchange, which means I can only kill. It has to be done in one single raid. So if it messes up, you get out and you got to restart it, or I don't even know if you get more than one chance. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I don't know. I can say with certainty, though, if it does fail, again, I know I've already mentioned the thinking about changing up, but I'm probably going to not, or have to take a break until, like, I don't know, Monday again. I know it's been, like, it was a while beforehand, but, like, genuinely, I can't put into words how annoyed I am about this map, because both times I've tried it, and, I mean, look, I will admit, the first time was, I blew myself up. But how am I supposed to fight this? Yes. Exactly. Like, I don't mind doing all the other stuff. It's just, there's something about Labyrinth that every time I've and a lot of people I know who attempt it, it's like, it doesn't work for anybody. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just, it's so, like, because obviously the ammo, like the M8A1, it sucks, but I can craft more. Some of the other stuff, I can craft more. It's not a big deal. I can get another X17. I can get it, but good lord, that's probably what'll happen, Wrangler. Right? Make sure I'm in full auto this time. Right. God, I hate the fact that the thing is so smudged. It really does annoy me. But I do promise, for the rest of this stream, I am going to try my absolute best to not just be salty the entire time. Well, I mean, like, I'm going to be salty, but I'm going to try to vocalize it as little as possible, if at all. There's PMCs up there, because of course. Maybe I'm just hangry. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to eat. I have been thinking, like, or at least I've been trying to think about what I could potentially do for another series after this. And I'm not sure if I would do it as a stream or what. Like, maybe I could stream it and then also record it so I could, because I kind of wanted to give, you know, the 100% series style of thing going on, where people like, I played 100% of, you know, no. You know, I played 100% of whatever and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of want to give that a shot. I don't care about Friend Amongst Strangers right now, thank you. Why am I doing this? I mean looting, not why am I playing the game. I know why I'm playing the game. Oh, beautiful. The game is like imploding in on itself. That's what I like to hear. I don't know. Maybe I just need... I kind of want something that's not Tarkov for a little bit. But I'm not sure what to play. And, like, I know the Minecraft thing was kind of cool, but that time sink once you get the first hour in and it takes like 3 billion hours to do anything else, I hate that. That is really annoying to me. So I need to figure out something to do for that, but I don't know. I'm not really sure what could go as a good game to, here's 100% of blah blah blah, but like, I don't know. Maybe I could do a thing. It's like I tried to survive 100 days, like someone who's never played, whoops. I've never played whatever before. Say Project Zomboid. Let's see if I can survive, you know, to 30 days. I don't know. I just need ideas. I didn't even bring anything like, you know, obviously there's going to be loot, but I didn't even bring anything fancy for the loot. So I'm not sure which room this is. True. True. Can I get... Oh, I can't see anyway. I can go through here. Yeah, this is Steam. I was looking at the wrong key anyway. On the metal bar by the rubble, so not here. Red wooden box, not here. In the bucket. Not here, which means it's on a package. The wrong package. It's over here. Okay, so it opens up this. Then it's in here. Now I believe I'm looking for the valve. Okay. It should go here. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, beautiful. What a great time to have lag. All right. That is what? And let's say about 300-ish bullets wasted. Plus the armor, plus the helmet, plus the ears, plus the gun, plus the backpack, plus the grenades. Not that I care that much about the grenades. Plus the propitol, plus the Zagustin, plus the time and the key and a key usage. Am I missing something? Have I missed something? Well, I got the sugar, so you know what? Hey, the little victories, am I right? I bet he was probably close to death. That was a good attempt, I will say. I will say. I think, I don't know. Maybe I'm tooting my own horn. I mean, realistically, that was what, 3 of the fancy scavs and the Tagilla. That was kind of my fault for taking the killer thing wrong. Like, I probably could have done that. I could have played that much better. But, yeah. At this point, I just wear regular stuff because clearly wearing the good stuff doesn't really matter. Because I mean, I went down in what, like 4 seconds, not even. So why bother wearing the alt tin and all this stuff when they just could tear through it and it's gone, right? Like I can replace a bastion. That's not a big deal. I could probably even replace this, right? With contact sixes, I got them coming on my ears. Okay. I could replace M4s. I could replace whatever. I don't know. Plus, especially if he gets stuck on the door again. Does it matter if I have high pen ammo? Just keep shooting at his head through the door, right? So I don't know. Well, oh no, that one doesn't have. Yeah, thing. I don't know why I'm gearing up to be like, yes, I'm not doing another one tonight. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not in it anymore. You know what? This is actually not a bad idea. Right, I got the flashlight in my head, and I got that. Plus, my vision isn't crazy. You can't put that on, but I can, finally try some other drip. Actually, that's not gonna work. Let's try some other different drip. Not that it matters. Right, like. Well, I think I'm going to be taking a break from Tarkov for a couple of days. I don't know. I don't know. What day is it today? Today it's still Tuesday. Maybe Friday night. I'm not sure. I definitely think if I had access, like, I'm not saying I need more people, but having an additional person would technically help. Right? Because, if I hadn't died the first time, I would have tried to be able to get over to you. Or if Tequila, we could have split the attention of Killer or whatever. I don't know. Like, it would have worked. Right? So with having more people, it does become a little easier trying to take out the bosses. Not that it's like it is absolutely possible, but it's just I don't really have it in me right now to do it, honestly. It's kind of just like me. So if I kept chucking my head at it, oh, absolutely, I'd brute force my way through it, no problem. And I don't inherently have an issue with it. It's just I need a break before I continue smashing my head against the wall, right? I don't know. That's when we come back. This is probably the plan, maybe. I'm definitely going to be doing some more fence runs at some point. Probably not during the week. If you notice the money or whatever has changed, I'm hopping in every so often to go into the hideout during the week, just so I don't, waste the cultist circle and that sort of thing. I might do a run or two to help out my dad, depending on how that goes. So, but we're not, obviously the next major point of progress is doing Labyrinth. So, yeah, that's gonna be it. Sorry that didn't go very well. I don't know. I was gonna say I have to do more research into Labyrinth, but I'm not really sure how much more, like, unless I studied every single inch of every single spawn, through the videos, which, I mean, theoretically I could, but that's boring and I hate that. Right. I'm not sure how much more prepared we can get, other than basically bringing in a bunch of other people who know how to do it. So, anyway, thank you guys for coming. Have a good night. If you guys like what you saw, leave a like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, share with your friends. At this point, DM me tricks and tips for how to do the Labyrinth, and I don't know, I'll look through them. See you later.